All right, so today, I hope everybody's having a good day. We have the S23 Ultra 6.8-inch screen. I got it in this blue color. I was hoping for a little darker, but I mean, it looks about what Samsung posted. Um, Still a good phone. We got the S Pen, which is embedded right here. As you can see with the S Pen, if you were a Note fan, you might be able to tell that this S Pen is a little bit smaller than the Note S Pens, but I mean, maybe they had to make it smaller to make it fit in with the S23 and S22 because it's about the same size as the S22. Back here we have our cameras, our flashlight, and this one of these cameras, I don't know exactly which one, goes up to 200 megapixels, which supposedly you can zoom in on the moon. I've never actually tried it. Most of the time I'm not out and about thinking, oh, let me zoom in on the moon randomly. So as you can see, I do have a theme. Here's the camera. On this front camera, we have a 12 megapixel right here, which is a downgrade from last year's, which was 40 megapixels. And as you can see, as I'm zooming in right now, the one thing is when you're zooming in, I like to use this little box as basically like where I'm focusing in on, and it will go up to 100, but apparently it can do up to 200. I don't know how to do the 200, but this is 100 right now, as you can see. And there's just like a chord we're gonna zoom in on. You gotta use that little box to kind of focus where you wanna zoom. Other options are on this phone as well. So you can do video, you can do more. You've got all these different options under more, like hyperlapse, panorama, pro video, expert raw, night. And then of course you got your portrait mode. Samsung is pretty good about that, and their editing program is pretty good as well. So for example, we're going to take a picture of the shoes, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to hit edit, and say I wanted to get rid of this in the background, which is a spear my grandma had bought me from a guy in Arizona that claims to be the last of his Indian tribe. So it was, I guess it was cool, I don't know. But as you can see, they have magic erase as well. Google acts like they're the only ones. But look, the spear is gone. And then I can hit save. Oh my goodness, it's gone. So Google is not the only ones with magic erase. Don't let them fool you. Samsung's, in my opinion, is actually a lot better. From there, you've got portrait mode, auto, rotation. Basically, if you have portrait mode on, you can't turn the phone, but with auto, you can. Just in case anybody didn't know that. You got your flashlight, as you can see, pretty bright. I mean, I've got the shades open, and we have some real good natural light. We got link to Windows, which is pretty good. I used it on my S22. Basically, you can connect to any Windows computer. So say you're at work, your phone's sitting on the side, you don't want to get in trouble. Say your boss doesn't like you playing on your phone. You can still message people through your computer if you have it set up. You got screen record, so if you need to record like you playing a game and then want to send it to a friend, Wi-Fi, airplane mode. You've got blue comfort, or eye comfort, I mean, basically takes away the blue light, helps with nighttime, I guess, for people. And then you have all these other modes like dark mode, which basically, if the phone came with Samsung messaging installed as default, which it doesn't, it comes with the Google messaging. That's how you know it's this little blue and white symbol. That's Google. Another way you know is if you do a theme, themes most of the time will change your icons that are Samsung's, and then the other apps will stay the same with a little square. And this one is Google messaging, which is good and all. Don't get me wrong. But if you want Samsung messaging, it's right there under Samsung stuff. So if you were to do dark mode, when you go in there, it would be black and not white like this one. So what else? This phone comes with 512 gigs with 8 gigs of RAM. I got it as a free upgrade from the 256, and I don't think they had the option for a 128 when I was buying it. Down here we have Samsung Wallet, similar to Apple Pay, and it was actually really good before Apple Pay even got off the ground. The only thing I don't like about Samsung Pay anymore is they've changed their name to Wallet, but they used to have, when it was Samsung Pay, they used to have points and rewards where you could go in and earn basically money like you do on credit cards, where you earn money back or perks, and you could get themes in the theme store, or money towards basically going to the Samsung's Galaxy store, and you could use it here as well for an app that maybe cost money. But I mainly used it for themes that I liked, that were, like $2, $3, whatever, and I used it that way with the perks. But they got rid of that, and now it's just Samsung Wallet where you can use it. It kind of sucks for that, that they got rid of it. Other than that, I think that covers about all of it. We've got your power button, your volume rocker. Up here we have a microphone. Down here we have the S Pen. We have, of course, another microphone, and of course a speaker, and a SIM card tray, a USB-C charge port, and then I think that's about it, because this has nothing on it. The phone is really nice. I want to say it's the king of 2023 in my opinion. Everything about it is pretty nice. I've been using it for about 6 months now. Gaming is fluid. I don't really ever have any issues. It's a great phone overall. My biggest thing that maybe I might complain about is the size, but at the same time, I love the size. It's like a danged if you do and danged if you don't. You know what I mean? I do use this leather case that I got from Samsung as one of the perks for pre-ordering. They gave me some money to get extra accessories. Let me grab the other ones. I did spend about 20 bucks extra on some other cases, but I got most of these cases for free. This one I got for free. I like this one, but the only thing is it's rubber, so it catches when I try to put it in my pocket a lot, versus this one that's kind of like a pleather leather, so it just kind of slides in, and it's thin as well, as you can see, so it's not too bulky. This one I got, it's a hard plastic. This one's like wrestling your phone. If you want to take it off, you have to wrestle to get it off, and I feel like I'm going to crack my screen every time I try to want to get it off. Plus, this is your kickstand, so if you wanted to basically set the phone down like that, this is basically the same case without this part on it. And of course, like I said, to get this off, or this one, I feel like I'm breaking the phone. And this is similar to this one, just doesn't have this handle where you can stick your hand up in there. And because it's like a leather as well, or not a leather, I mean a silicone rubber, but they're all thin. I don't like thick cases. I never really have, because they're just bulky, and most of the time I put my phone in my front pocket, and I have like one of those slim wallets where you put all the cards together, in my other pocket with my keys. So here we are, S23. If you ask me, the king of 2023, the best phone on the market. so far, in my opinion. We'll see what Google comes out with in iPhone. We'll see. We'll see if this Moto Razor's any good. A lot of people are saying it's got a lot of cool features. Yeah, I guess we'll have to just see what people think on these other phones coming. And we got the Fold 5 coming up and the Flip 5 coming up. I'm actually just excited to see what the new Galaxy series is going to be next year. They usually come out around February and March. So I'm a little excited just to see that. Next year, though, I don't think I'm going to go with an Ultra. I think I'm going to probably do a plus size, just the middle range. The Ultra is good and all. I love this S Pen option, but lately I've been thinking about it. Usually the Ultras do this rounded screen, and the 22 and the 23 series on the S23 and S22, and then the plus sizes, this is flat. So you can put tempered glass on here. With the Ultra, you have to get basically like a film. And honestly, film, in my opinion, sucks because it's hard to put on, for me anyway. And as you can see right here, it's starting to peel already. I mean, what the hell, you know? In tempered glass, I mean, you get a bubble or something, it's easy to just pop it off and pop a new one on and you're good to go. And they're usually cheap. These are usually $20-$30 if you get them from the store, maybe 40. This one I think was 60. It was a special one. But I used to work for a big box chain, so I got a little bit of a discount. So, or not a big box chain, but a big cell phone store chain, you know. So I got a little bit of a discount being an employee. But yeah, I mean, next year I'm probably gonna go with a plus size, not the Ultra, just basically to have something a little bit smaller, because I think the plus would be about right there. Yeah, from here to here. So it would fit my pocket a little bit better than this big mamba jamba. Anyways, everybody have a blessed day. This has been my review after owning the phone for basically since launch. All right, thanks for your time. Please please subscribe. I'm trying to build the channel, and hopefully if I can and get monetized and everything, I can use some of that money towards getting other phones and doing other reviews. All right, well, thank you. Have a blessed day.